Imagine this. Clogged arteries and poor circulation aren't just signs of aging. They're urgent warnings from your body. In the US, a person dies from a heart-related condition every 36 seconds. Yet right now, 3 natural ingredients quietly sit in your kitchen. When combined and used properly, these can improve blood flow, unclog arteries, and restore energy you haven't felt in years. I'm Dr. James, and for over 30 years, I've helped seniors reverse heart risks and regain vitality. This isn't a replacement for medicine, and your doctor might not have told you about this proven science-backed approach. You may have used garlic, ginger, and lemon before, but never like this. Taken correctly, with the right timing and preparation, their power works fast. Most people overlook these crucial details and miss out on their true benefits. That is the void that I'm intending to fill. Within the next few minutes, you will get the knowledge necessary to create a potent and natural mixture that cleanses the arteries, improves circulation, and invigorates your heart from the inside back out. Hold on to me because what is about to happen could completely transform your life. Note, if you find this video helpful, please type 1 in the comment section. If you do not find it helpful, please type 0 in the comment section. This video is designed just for older adults like you. The feedback that you provide enables me to improve the quality of these videos for you. Now, let's begin with the introductory component. A substance that has been referred to as nature's artery cleanser for a very good reason. It is effective, it has been demonstrated it works, and you most likely have it in your kitchen right now. It's garlic. Let me demonstrate why this unassuming clove has the potential to be the most powerful ally for your heart. When we get started, I would really appreciate it if you could tell me where you're coming from today. Leave a remark below. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. In addition, make sure you click the subscribe button and adjust your alert settings so that you are never left out of Senior Health's most helpful health advice. And if you are watching at this very now, I want to know that you are agreeing with me. Leave a comment with a 1 if you feel that this video resonates with you. In the event that not, type 0. A 1. Garlic the artery cleaner. For one of my patients, I will never forget the memory of garlic. Lawson Mr. is 68 years old and retired from the fire department. He came to me fatigued, his hands usually chilly and short of breath after only a few minutes of walking. He was exhausted on the way to me. It was determined through scans that he had early plaque accumulation in his arteries, and his blood pressure was extremely high. In all honesty, he was terrified, and he was not prepared to take the prescription. During that time, we discussed garlic extensively. It is not the supplement or the pill, but rather the raw garlic that is used in the appropriate manner. Many individuals consider garlic to be nothing more than a tasty complement to their meals. On the other hand, many are unaware of the fact that it contains allicin, which is one of the most potent natural chemicals that has ever been investigated for its effects on cardiovascular health. In order for this component to become active, garlic must first be crushed and then allowed to sit for around 10 minutes. Garlic is transformed into a natural vasodilator by a chemical reaction that is triggered by the simple step of crushing it and waiting for it to take effect. To put it another way, it facilitates the opening of your blood vessels, which in turn reduces the strain that is placed on your heart and enables your blood to flow more freely. Can you not help but feel that there is a poetic quality to that? The transformation of something that is so strong and pungent into medicine occurs when it is handled with patience. Garlic, when consumed on a regular basis, has been demonstrated in clinical research to have the potential to considerably lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Furthermore, a study that was published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2016 demonstrated that aged garlic extract not only reduced the accumulation of plaque in the arteries, but it also had the potential to start the process of reversing it. And the alterations are not merely a matter of paper. There was a noticeable improvement in Mr. Lawson's energy level when he began eating crushed garlic on an empty stomach every morning for a period of 3 weeks. He had regained his color. As he made his way to the mailbox, he no longer felt weak or out of breath. In addition, his cholesterol readings decreased throughout the course of a period of 2 months. One of his doctors, not myself, inquired about the statin that he was now on. However, he was not. Simply garlic, lemon, ginger, and consistency are required. Additionally, garlic possesses substantial anti-inflammatory properties. In other words, it does more than merely sweep out the things that are already building up in your arteries. The persistent inflammation that leads to further damage is reduced as a result of its influence. Also, let's not overlook the fact that it possesses antiviral and antibacterial capabilities. The immune system is strengthened. The brain is protected from infections, and it even has positive effects on the brain. By lowering the amount of oxidative stress in the brain, garlic, according to the findings of some experts, may help lower the chance of developing Alzheimer's disease and dementia. However, I would like to make it obvious, garlic raw is essential. Most of the allicin in garlic is lost when it is cooked. 2 to 3 cloves should be crushed, allowed to sit for 10 minutes, and then consumed with warm water on an empty stomach. This will produce the best possible benefits. The flavor is robust, but the advantages are even more potent than the flavor itself. I can assure you that having clean arteries is well worth the effort if you are concerned about having garlic breath. The fact that this is not some exotic superfood that has been flown in from all over the world is something that I find so astounding. You can find it waiting for you in your kitchen right now. Additionally, when it is incorporated into a regular routine, it has the potential to transform people's lives. It has already done so. If garlic is the ingredient that cleans, then the third component is the one that speeds things up. Not only does it help blood flow, but it also boosts it, reduces inflammation, and has the potential to make your mind more keen. Maintain your focus, because the information that I am going to share with you has the potential to take both your circulation and your vitality to a whole new level. 2. Ginger, also known as the circulation booster. If garlic is the cleanser that clears the way, then ginger is the spark that gets your blood going through it. There are more instances than I can count in which it has been successful, and not just in clinical research. It has also been successful in the lives of actual individuals who are sick and tired of feeling exhausted. I will never forget Evelyn, a retired educator who was 72 years old and came to see me after years of experiencing cold fingers, hurting joints, and a lack of vitality. In spite of the fact that her test revealed that her circulation was slow and that her inflammation markers were elevated, what really struck me was how defeated she felt. She informed me that I used to walk 5 kilometers every single day. There I am, out of breath, standing beside the mailbox. As a result of her lack of interest in elaborate regimens or a cupboard full of medications, we decided to keep things straightforward. I referred to ginger, just freshly made ginger every morning, done in the appropriate manner. Spices are not the only thing ginger is. Over the course of thousands of years, this medicinal root has been utilized to warm the body, thin the blood, and restore equilibrium from the inside out. Gingerol and shogal in particular are the active ingredients that function deep within the blood vessels to reduce inflammation and enhance circulation. In other words, these substances are natural vasodilators, which means that they relax and enlarge the blood vessels in your body. This makes it possible for blood to flow more freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients to other parts of the body, including the heart, the brain, and yes, even the areas that influence performance and intimacy. I find that the speed with which the body reacts to ginger is one of the aspects that I appreciate the most about it. I was informed by Evelyn that her hands had become warmer within a week. The pain in her brain had subsided. During the 3rd week, she was able to ascend the stairs without feeling winded, and her energy level returned. Other than that, we did not make any changes to her life. A single inch of fresh ginger, cut very thinly, brewed in hot water like tea, and consumed gently on an empty stomach is all that is required. Over time, it became a quiet morning ritual for her, and it completely changed the way she spent her days. In addition, there is solid scientific evidence to support this. According to the findings of a study that was published in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology in 2019, ginger was found to considerably reduce blood pressure and enhance arterial artery flexibility. In a different study from 2021, it was shown that it decreased the production of clots, which is essential for preventing heart attacks and strokes. Furthermore, due to the fact that it aids in maintaining appropriate blood sugar levels and reduces inflammation throughout the body, it is an effective ally for individuals who are managing diabetes or joint pain. Ginger, on the other hand, is not limited to the heart. In addition to enhancing digestion, it also helps maintain healthy liver function, enhances cognitive function, and can even aid in the recuperation of muscles and nausea. It is one of those uncommon components that appears to be beneficial to practically all of the body's systems. And for people of advanced age, the adaptability provided by this element is priceless. I'm aware of what some of you might be thinking at this moment. Is it possible that something as basic as a root could handle all of that? What's more, the answer is yes. When it is fresh, when it is used on a daily basis, and when it is given time to work, the results bear witness to their own validity. It is something that I have witnessed in my patients, in my own family, and even in myself. I have seen it in all of these people. Now, however, comes the magic. As soon as ginger is combined with the next component, its effects are multiplied. This last component is what brings everything together and connects it all. This not only helps your body absorb nutrients more effectively, but it also cleanses the bloodstream and strengthens the walls of the vessels themselves. It is possible that you may be surprised to learn that this final ingredient is the protector, given that garlic is the cleaning and ginger is the accelerator. Let's proceed like this. 3. When I talk to my elderly patients about lemon, the majority of them grin and say, "Oh, I use that in my tea," or "I add a slice to my water every once in a while." Lemon is a detoxifier. They are typically taken aback when they discover how incredibly powerful this little fruit can be, particularly with regard to the health of the heart and circulation. This is despite the fact that this is an excellent beginning. Since the beginning of my experience with natural remedies, lemon has been the unsung hero. In contrast to garlic or ginger, it does not make a loud noise and does not burn, but it operates in a way that is quiet, profound, and persistent. And if you utilize it on a regular basis, it has the potential to be one of the most shielding instruments you have for your arteries. Frank, a 75-year-old retired bus driver with a kind and generous heart, stands out in my mind as a particular individual. When he arrived, he was experiencing frequent bouts of brain fog, some difficulty with digestion, and blood pressure that was on the verge of being high. This morning he told me, "I have the impression that I am here, but I am not really here." While we were discussing diet, stress, and routines, I made a gentle suggestion that he incorporate lemon into his daily routine, not just for its flavor, but also because it is an effective detoxifier. The fact that he was skeptical yet open-minded was all that was required that we had. Vitamin C and polyphenols, which are natural substances that protect your blood vessels from oxidative stress, are two of the many nutrients that are abundant in lemon. That is the kind of cellular damage that gradually accumulates over time without being noticed, causing the walls of the arteries to get thicker, losing their elasticity, and ultimately resulting in blockages. Lemon, on the other hand, has antioxidants that help to halt that process in its tracks. They function to maintain the smoothness and flexibility of the walls of the blood vessels, which make it possible for your blood to flow easily and for your heart to pump with less effort. Frank informed me that something had changed after he began adding fresh lemon juice to warm water every morning. This transformation occurred within a few weeks. His words were, "I don't feel as heavy as I used to. It feels as though my body is breathing more easily." Indeed, he was correct. In addition to the fact that his digestion had improved, his blood pressure had decreased, and he experienced a sense of clarity for the first time in a very long time. Lemon has the ability to accomplish that. For example, it helps the liver filter out toxins. It helps balance the pH of your body. It increases cellular hydration and it even promotes the absorption of the nutrients that come from garlic and ginger, which we have already discussed. Here is something that is even more astounding than that. According to the findings of a study that was conducted in 2022 and published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences, an intake of lemon on a regular basis not only decreased inflammation, but also actively assisted in the breakdown of cholesterol deposits in the arteries. Give that some thought. Simple things like drinking fresh lemon juice on a regular basis may be able to dissolve the accumulation that is the root cause of cardiovascular diseases like heart attacks and strokes. Other benefits of lemon include bolstering your immune system, protecting your kidneys, brightening your complexion, and strengthening your connective tissue. All of these benefits become increasingly significant as we get older. It is quite simple to do. First thing in the morning, simply squeeze the juice of one fresh lemon into a glass of warm water, and that's it. There are no pills or powders involved. Simply actual nutrients for living. The combination of garlic, which is used to clean, ginger, which is used to move, and lemon, which is used to protect and detoxify, results in something that is more than the sum of its parts. There is a kind of synergy that your body detects and comprehends right away. There is, however, one more component. If I were to tell you that the manner in which you combine these components and the timing of when you take them can actually affect whether or not you experience any outcomes, what would you say? I will walk you through the process of preparing this mixture in the correct manner step by step so that it might be of great use to you. 4. The straightforward recipe for the Blood Flow Morning Tonic. After witnessing a significant number of my patients achieve tangible outcomes as a result of the utilization of these components, the subsequent inquiry is always the same. I need to know exactly how to take these, doctor. In addition, this is an excellent issue because the manner in which you blend garlic, ginger, and lemon is not as simple as simply chucking them together. It is characterized by a rhythm. It is a process. When executed well, it surpasses the status of a beverage. Eventually, it will become a morning routine that sends a message to your body that it is time to repair. I would like to take you back to a conversation that I had with Carol, who was 69 years old and had not done anything. Nothing appeared to stick, whether it was pills, powders, or complicated supplements. She was exhausted, irritated, and to tell you the truth, feeling hopeless. Not as a different treatment, but rather as a present that she could give to her body every morning, I guided her through the process of using this tonic. "Are you sure?" she inquired about it. "Does that sum up everything?" After I gave her a nod, she made a statement that I will never forget. "It seems like it would be too easy to work, but because I trust you, I'll give it a shot." That is exactly what she did each and every morning, just like a clockwork. The improvement in her digestion occurred within a few days. After 2 weeks, she reported feeling more energized. The conclusion of the month brought about a reduction in her blood pressure, an improvement in her cholesterol readings, and she said that she had the sensation that her brain had become more alert. To make it, here is the recipe. Crushes 2 to 3 fresh garlic cloves and sets them aside. You should not skip this step since crushing is what activates the allicin, which is the component that is responsible for all of those advantages that are intended to protect the heart. For around 10 minutes, let the garlic to settle. Prepare the fresh ginger root by grating or slicing it to a thickness of about 1 in. The juice of 1 fresh lemon should then be squeezed. Put all 3 of them together with around half a cup of warm water, not hot water. You can blend it if you prefer, or you can just mix it and gradually drink it on an empty stomach. It is also possible to strain it. However, it is not required unless you want a smoother consistency. Some people like to strain it. The heat facilitates the process of absorption. When your stomach is empty, your body has a clean path to digest the food and carry the nutrients directly to the areas of your body that require them the most, such as your arteries, blood vessels, and heart. You should do this every morning. And if your physician is on board with the idea, you should also think about having a second glass in the evening if you are suffering with major circulation issues or high blood pressure. What I really like about this practice is how easy it is to participate in. There is no need to have elaborate instructions or search for miracle treatments in a form that your body can actually use. There are only 3 true foods that your body recognizes. The influence that it can have, particularly over a period of time, is considerable, despite the fact that it doesn't cost much and doesn't take more than a few minutes to complete. As of right now, you could be wondering how soon you might anticipate feeling the difference in your body. When should you look for changes, and what kinds of changes should you look for? That is precisely what I want to lead you through in the following section, because the manner in which your body reacts to this tonic can disclose a great deal about your health and provide you with the assurance that the healing process is already underway. In this section, we will discuss what you can anticipate week by week. 5. What to anticipate. How your body reacts over time. One of the most often asked concerns that I receive from patients is, how soon will I feel something? Especially in a world where we are accustomed to taking a pill and expecting rapid effects. This is an issue that deserves reasonable consideration. The tonic, on the other hand, is not a quick fix. Rather, it is a gradual and natural movement back toward equilibrium. And the changes, while initially minor, have the potential to develop into something quite strong. The pattern is always present. And it all begins with trust. I've witnessed it happen on multiple occasions, and while each narrative is a little bit different, the pattern is always there. It is important to have faith in your body, in consistency, and in the natural world. Take, for example, my patient Harold as an example. When he came to meet me, he was 71 years old and arrived skeptical yet inquisitive. At the same time as he was suffering with early indicators of atherosclerosis, he was experiencing poor energy and high blood pressure. After determining that he was not yet ready to take harsh medications, he inquired as to whether there was anything natural that he could try first. During our conversation, we discussed the tonic made with garlic, ginger, and lemon, and he agreed to try it for a period of 1 month. The initial few days were quiet and unremarkable. He informed me that I didn't feel very much. On the other side, toward the end of the first week, he observed that his hands and feet were not as cold as they had been previously. The foggus that had been following him about for years began to disappear, and he stopped taking afternoon naps. He was no longer dozing. He reported that he woke up feeling more attentive during the second week. It was easy for him to walk. In addition, he saw improved circulation in locations that he hadn't discussed in the beginning, which was something that was quite significant to his self-assurance as a man. During the 3rd and 4th weeks of his pregnancy, his blood pressure statistics had decreased to the point that his regular physician raised an eyebrow. It appeared that his cholesterol panel had improved as well, not just in terms of the numbers, but also in terms of the ratio of LDL to HDL. According to him, it is not just that I am feeling better. I am also feeling like myself once more. It is precisely this kind of transformation that I have seen time and time again. Beginning with the first week, you can experience increased energy, decreased weariness, and warmer extremities. A more effective circulation of blood is starting to take place in your body. By the 2nd or 3rd week, a significant number of individuals report experiencing deeper sleep, improved digestion, enhanced thinking, and increased stamina. Beginning in the 4th week and continuing beyond, the internal advantages start to match what you are experiencing on the exterior, including a reduction in cholesterol levels, an improvement in blood pressure, and a revitalized sense of vitality. When it comes to this situation, consistency is the most important factor. Healing requires some time. The process of restoring circulation, removing plaque, and reducing inflammation is not something that takes place overnight, but it is something that nevertheless takes place. Further, it is not simply a matter of numbers on a laboratory report. It is about having the ability to feel capable when you wake up in the morning. When you step into your day, you should do it with clarity, strength, and confidence about yourself. No, this is not merely a beverage. In other words, it is a declaration, a straightforward and potent daily choice that conveys to your body that I have not given up on you. And the fact of the matter is that your body has not given up on you neither. Consequently, I want you to be aware of this regardless of where you are at this moment. Whether you are experiencing feelings of being stuck, fear, or simply bored of not feeling like yourself, to move forward, there is a way. This is not a difficult task. The cost is not that high. It all begins with something as straightforward as the items that are currently present in your kitchen. Because you are not even close to being finished yet, you should begin tomorrow. Maintain consistency and give your body the opportunity to demonstrate what it is.